Well, I know, I just stopped it and started it because there's no point. But I'm sure my professors would love to hear your story.
Professors have been said they're like,
I'm sure they would have pretty good story.
Not sort of actually go
This probably got 6 people too.
That's alright, Vixen, they can't see you.
yeah, they can't see you.
That's the only thing you got on him right now. He's got 3 gigabytes of RAM. You got 4.
Alright, let's start in. I'm sure others will trickle in as we go here. Okay. So where do finished welds go?
In the box of welds.
Box of welds.
So yes, there will be a box out there.
Oh.
And that's where you will put them before I grade them. Sorry, there's 2. Then what if it's not one that you want to grade? You want to grade for?
Recycling.
Recycling bin. Yeah, totally. That brings us into the next question. What does it mean if a weld has a grind on it? Or
Messed up. It's been graded.
yes. So yeah. So anything in the box with a grind on it, I'm not going to grade it because technically that means I've graded it. So if you find metal in the recycling bin that has a grind on it, then use it for practice welds. Okay? Don't turn it in with a weld on it that you want me to grade because I don't know if it's somebody else's or what's going on. Okay? Make sense? Where are your safety glasses?
My backpack.
You all have them?
Yeah.
Okay, Dixon said yesterday that he doesn't have any more. So, pretty sure if he has to buy more, it'll just charge you. So,
Nampa's here.
I'll tell you. Thank you. So, what does AWS stand for?
Sorry.
So American Welding Society, they are the people who held us to a higher standard. They create standards and certifications for different kinds of welders. So there's not just pipe fitters, there's stainless steel, stuff like that. Every fraction of the manufacturing industry has some kind of certification. Sorry, we can't start the video yet. So, what's happening tonight and next Thursday? Chapter meeting is tonight. It's old members. So if you are a returning member and you paid your dues 2 years, then come hang out at the old members social. I've heard of some kind of video gaming console and wings and other fun things happening. I'm not really sure what else, but that's what I've heard. So come to that if you're an FFA. Come to the chapter meeting if you're not, and hang out with us, see what it's all about. I'd like to go over the first 2 again with the younger kids, just so they know. The first one, where do finished welds go? They go in either the recycling bin, you can take them home, or you turn them into the gray box, which will be up there. There's not a specific set of what you have to turn in every day, but I did make it, and the first day I think I talked about giving you guys bonus points for if you turn in a weld a week, then those points stack. So the first week you get 1 point, the second week you get 2, but if you miss a week, then those go back to 1 the next time you turn them in. Okay? And so I have a spreadsheet that you guys can keep track of. Okay? Any other questions about that? Number 2 up there, what does it mean if a weld has a grind on it? For those of you that just walked in, it means that I've graded it. So if you find a weld that has a grind on it in the recycling bin, use that as practice metal, so that you don't turn in a weld that already has a grind on it and I can't grade it, because I don't know if it's yours or somebody else's. So we just need to keep that straight. Okay? Make sense? What does AWS stand for, Alex?
American Welding Society.
Perfect. So, yep. And those are the people that certify our welders here in the United States. And then what's happening tonight, again, is the shopper meeting. And next Thursday is the Old Denver Social. So, come hang out. Really just a hangout session. All right. So let's jump right into vocab, because what we're going to do today is go out and demonstrate arc welding, and then you guys are going to get to weld. So, yay, exciting. I hope you're excited. Right? Nothing's going to catch on fire. Okay. Okay, so the first one we have today is bead margins. The outer edges of the bead. So this is really important because when you bring a weld to me and you're like, is this good? Is this good? What I'm going to look at is probably your bead margin. We're looking for consistency, right? That's what I've been talking about and what welding is all about, really. And if those margins are like, swervy and zigzaggy, probably not a very good weld, okay? Because what happens is when those bead margins aren't parallel, then that creates a weak weld. Okay, and that's definitely not what we want. Okay? Also, another thing to understand is you can look at your own weld before you bring it to me and kind of see and kind of gauge your own self and grade your own self and see, well, did I really do a good job on this? Maybe not. Maybe. If you think yes, go ahead and bring it to me and we'll chat about it. If you think no, then maybe you should practice more. Okay? Yeah. The next is bevel. So if you're making a butt weld, which I think we've drawn before, and you just have 2 pieces of metal. And you want to weld those 2 together, and you start in with your stick. And you're like, yeah. only gonna melt these corners. Is that gonna be a very good weld? You don't think so? So we need all of this to fill in too. So how we're gonna do that is create a butt weld with a bevel. So that we can make that root pass in there. Okay? And then we can weld here instead of up here on the surface. That makes sense, right?
Or after we do that, though, we need to cover these, right? Or we just do it?
Sometimes your filler metal will fill that entire, it depends on how big your metal, or I mean, wide your metal is. Because if you have like certainly like a half-inch piece of metal, then you'll probably need a couple half. But if it's like a 3/16 or a quarter, then you probably just need one. So how are we going to do that bubble? How are you going to do that bubble? Or like how do you cut it? Well, we're not working on butt welds yet, but I suspect a grinder. Okay. Next. Grinnell hardness. This is a method of determining surface hardness on a metal surface. So there's definitely different strengths of metals. So is steel harder or softer than diamond?
Softer.
It is softer. An interesting concept, huh? So this guy right here created a system for us to determine what that is. Okay. Are we close to 20? Yeah. Yeah, we're done with these. It'll be 20. Yeah. I think so. So this is our last 5. This is our last 5. So next Monday, we will have a vocab quiz. Okay? Know that? Study it. You have 20 to study. Okay? Yeah, we're at 18. 19, 20. Coming up. A build-up or a pad weld. This is a good weld for building up surfaces that have been worn down. So you can kind of think about implements on the farm that wear down, right? So you're dragging implements across the ground, and every time you do that, you lose a little bit of surface. So what farmers do is take that piece of metal and then they'll make a bead right on the edge of that, and then they'll lay another one and just kind of turn their electrode at a 45 here and just lay it right over, kind of half on top of that first one, and then just continue to do that throughout the whole plate. So when they grind off the top edge just a little bit, then they have a brand new surface to work with that's not as worn. Make sense? Through college, you saw this a lot when we were working on these welds. it was a lot of work because that's a lot of beads to lay down, right? And what Mark, my shop teacher, would see us doing is just doing this. Like, there's bead, yay, okay, we're doing good. And just get through the whole thing and have spaces in between. And then he's like, what is this? That's not a pad weld. You can't grind down that surface and make a flat surface. There's spaces, you know? And so we'd have to go back and start over, and that wasn't fun. So, just know that when you're pad welding, you want to butt those beads up real close to each other so that you can grind it down and have a flat surface. Cool. Okay. All right. And the last one today is a butt weld. It's pretty self-explanatory. We've talked about it a few times. But, so you can have a butt weld with that bevel, but you can also have a butt weld that doesn't have a bevel if your piece of metal is like smaller than an 1/8. Then you don't necessarily need any kind of beveling to get down to the bottom of that piece of metal. So, next time, be ready to take a quiz. Okay? It'll be over all 20.
And when we go up, we do the next estimate, so does it just include like the ones we've over before, plus the new one, or does it include the next one?
20 at a time, I believe.
So it'd be the next one.
If that changes, I will let you know. Okay? So, let's go out to the shop. Make sure you have your safety glasses with you, okay?
Grab my glasses.
Go talk to your teacher.
Huh?
Talk to your teacher.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, yes. Okay, I think I have a pair in.
Ganda Franco.
You have an extra pair. Everybody has a pair. Okay.
I don't have a
You don't have a glass. I think I have a pair in. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, Larry.
Okay, go ahead and grab it.
Okay, you can find it.
No, that's not what we're trying
I
to do
don't
here.
think
Yeah? So, I think Taya said that she wanted to do it to work on food, and I think that's the second one
oh my gosh, I really love you want that.
Come on, back over here.
Is it supposed to be so I can't see anything, or is it just dirty?
The thing on the order one on top.
I can't see anything.
Hurry up. Okay. Corey, can you tell me what PPE stands for? You need to tighten up those knobs, girl.
I
Does anybody know what PPE means? So, that means personal protection equipment. This jacket is definitely one of those. So if you don't want to get your clothes all sparked up and nasty, go ahead and use one of these coats. They're over there. Also, you'll need some gloves. And obviously, safety glasses. Mine seems to sound on the top of my head, which I need to get better at. So, go with me. Okay. Okay. So, tell me what this is, Osvaldo. You know what this is? No? What about you, Johnson? You don't know? Who knows? Yep, Jade knows. It's a ground plant. So, and then also we have this piece, stinger, what Corey says. Okay? So I have this little machine out. This is the same machine that's in all of your guys' food. And I have it set on about 70 per amp. Okay? Remember that. You'll need it. Plug it in. Make sure it's plugged in. Turn it on. So, scrap pieces of metal like this, awesome to use when you're practicing. Okay? Metal like this, awesome to use when you're turning in. Okay? So, we'll get that box in here. You guys might have to get a little bit of this. Just kind of waiting for a few people. So today what we're going to do is just a straight bead. This is a 6011 rod. You will find the rod. Okay? Kind of nice. Bent rod. You don't have to worry about that. So, wait. Okay? So, just to demonstrate this on the Stinger, all you have to do is press down on that and it opens the clamp. And then you put the bare piece into the straight. There's several different ones and they're different positions. So you can have something like this, something like this. I don't know what you should do with that. Just the straight one for now. Okay? And these welders are pretty awesome. They are pretty consistent as far as voltage goes and all that stuff. Don't need to worry about that. All you need to worry about is striking an arc and getting it going. Okay? We're all here. So, what is the word that we use for what? Let me put my other glove on. Can't do that one hand. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. Piece. So, ready? Can you guys see back there? Are you sure? Okay. Go ahead and cut it. Okay. So, after you're done making do not touch this. It's like 1,000,000 degrees. You're gonna hurt yourself. Do not do that. I don't want to be rushing you to the hospital. Come over here, clench it. Right? Sorry, that's the video. But after you're done, in your booth, and you think, yeah, I think I'm gonna practice it. Look at it, and you're gonna come over here. Gloves and water don't really mix. No. Switch around so you guys can see each other. This is pretty cool now. Use the wire brush a little bit. What's going on? So what does that mean? That means it stays here, right? So these guys, all the wire brushes just stay here because there's not a whole lot of room in your so make sure you understand that and you're done welding on here. You don't need metal here, right? Right? Okay. So take off a little bit of this. Make it clear. Okay? So, a little inconsistent. But I got a bead on there. Just like we're here. Okay? Okay. You want to toss that around. There's not any, like, something you look for on the bead margins is undercutting, and that just means like a 3/8 trough under right next to it. There, I don't have any of that, so that's good. All right, so you pass that around. That's what we want to do. When you're done, brooms are and dustpans are located over there on that partition wall. There's a broom over here. If you need to use lockers, we brought box space. Then go ahead and grab one of those. Also, for yours and my convenience, there is something one of the seniors made, and that just shows us how big that. What we need to be welding on, is 3/16 and a quarter. Bigger than that, I'm not going to grade it. Smaller than that, you're just going to burn right through it, and it's not going to get any accepted. 3/16. So the weld metal that you have right now is 3/16. So something a little bit taller than that is fine, but anything too. No. Questions? You ready to get to it? Are you excited? I'm excited to see you do that. All right? Oh, transfers, we're gonna end at 8:40.
No, that's in like 7 minutes.
Oh, just kidding.
8:50
8:50.
for cleanup.
Cool. Thanks.
Brian.
Thank you. You're welcome.